Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with a devotional. I'll be coming out of Proverbs chapter 2, verses 1 through 22. Choose God this day. The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve. You don't have to be perfect. No one is. But that doesn't mean that you don't have to deal with your consequences, good or bad. None of us get away from that. You might have issues that you deal with for the rest of your life. But if you come over to God's team with it, He can help you get through it. And choose yourself. It's not selfish. It's necessary. Even if you have other responsibilities, you have to make sure that you take care of yourself and the priorities in your life and be balanced, whatever that looks like for you. Figure that part out for yourself. But, and love yourself. Because if you love yourself, if no one else loves you, you'll be okay. And never give up on yourself. Never. If you lost everything you have, if you have yourself, you have everything. You can always rebuild. I'm going to be reading out of Proverbs chapter 2, verses 1 through 22. My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom, and apply thine heart to understanding. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge, and liftest up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver, and searchest for her as for hid treasures, then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord, and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly. I depend on God for everything I do. Even when I make a mistake, I turn it over to God, and I repent, and whatever my consequence is, I deal with it, and I move on, and I'm still with Him, regardless. So you don't have to be perfect. You have to be willing to submit to Him. But let me keep going. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is the buckler to them that walk uprightly. He keepeth the path of judgment, and preserveth the way of his saints. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity. Yea, every good path. I'm blessed. I don't care what nobody says. I'm not monetarily, I'm not the richest person in the world, but spiritually, I'm very rich. I don't have to worry about anything. All my needs are taken care of. I'm blessed. That's rich for me. I'm not materialistic, I'm not out here, I've got to do whatever I have to do to survive like anybody, but I'm being honest with myself, and I'm not, I'm submitting to God, in spite of my faults, my weaknesses, and all of that. Then shalt thou understand righteousness and judgment and equity, yea, every good path. When wisdom entereth into thy heart, when wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee. Understanding shall keep thee. I live by that. People just want to torment me. Like there's something wrong with me, To deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man speaketh forward things, who leave the paths of uprightness, to walk in the ways of darkness. And I have to ask God to deliver me from people, because I'm single, and their motives aren't good, and I don't want to be entwined in situations that are not going to benefit me spiritually also, especially that. If God is not pleased and it's a bunch of confusion, I don't allow myself to stay stuck in that. I just don't. And I pray for God to, help me to remove myself so I can move on to something that He would be pleased with. Who rejoice to do evil and delight in the forwardness of the wicked. I could mention a whole bunch of people that love to do that. They think it's funny until their faces are looking at what they wanted for other people. Then it's not funny anymore. Whose ways are crooked, and thy forward in their paths. Forward, F-R-O-W-R-A-R-D, okay? Forward. If you know I'm talking to you, you know I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. to deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the stranger which flattered with her words. Well, that's just something for you to hear. That's for you. Which forsaketh the guide of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her God. I'm with God. I don't care what anybody says. Do I get bored and lonely? Yeah, but I'm waiting on the Lord, though. I'm not perfect, but I'm waiting on God. I'm not trying to be with somebody whose motives aren't in the right place. No thanks. For her house inclineth unto death, and her paths unto the dead. Now, some of you that chose, you had perfectly really good women, and they were too boring, as you would say, but they was paying their own bills. They're smart and educated, very responsible, dependable. You didn't give them a chance. You dogged them out for the jezzies. That's for you. Now you want to run back to a clean spirit, and she doesn't want to have anything to do with you. So you need to get on your knees and pray to God for forgiveness for your mistakes. None that go under her return again, neither take they hold of the paths of life. Most women don't want to be with you after you've done that, mistreated them and stuff like that, and treated them like they were trash when they were really upright, moral. That thou mayest walk in the way of good men, and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. I'm with God. I don't care what anybody says. You can laugh at me all you want. You can say she's this and she's that. Okay? Whatever you have.